Shout out Sham Sharania for this information. All right, we're going to be talking about the trade negotiations that led to the Brooklyn Nets choosing the Dallas Mavericks package. I got a broken wrist, so we're going to be done talking about Kyrie after this video. I need a heal. I don't know if it's broken. It's either a really bad sprain. I fell like I wouldn't block the shot, no easy buckets, and I like fell 3 feet in the air, like because I flipped like 90 degrees. But either way, no one cares about that. So we knew as soon as trade requests became known on Friday, the Lakers, the Suns, the Mavericks, and the Clippers all put forward offers. But in the end, the Nets chose the Mavericks deal that sent Irving and Markieff Morris for Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2029 first-round pick, and two second-rounders in 27 and 29. And obviously, we know the anti-Semitic stuff that happened due to the documentary that he promoted and all that other discourse. And even in the offseason, he had talked about, negotiating with trades. But Irving was a dog this season. He was a difference maker. He was an all-star for the eighth time in his career, averaged 27 points, 5.3 assists, 5.1 rebounds in 40 games. Now, this trade request obviously stunned the NBA, primarily due to the fact that Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and the Nets were on their best stretch since joining the Nets and had emerged as contenders. But Irving asked out due to principal issues with the franchise. League sources told The Athletic that they were unsalvageable differences that had him headed toward a separation, regardless of what the Nets offered in a contract extension over the next week. So for the Mavericks, Mark Cuban, Nico Harris, and as well as Jason Kidd, who also consulted Luka Doncic, said that they believe their organization's culture and environment is an ideal fit for Irving, and there's no income tax in Dallas, and let's say in Texas they're a little bit more conservative. They're a bit more, what would you say, willy-nilly about some of those pesky New Yorker issues. Oh, the Nets ultimately landed on the Mavericks' final offer being the best amongst the rest. But let's talk about these other deals. So, obviously we thought Irving and LeBron were going to reunite. And we found out that Chris Haynes reported that they did offer Russell Westbrook 2 first-round picks and potentially either Austin Reeves and or Max Christie or both of them and whatever else, probably Pat Bev. And we know the Clippers offered Jay Crowder, Chris Paul, and unspecified picks. We know that the other deal we heard was the Clippers' Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, a first-round pick, and salary filler, which probably means Robert Covington. And with that being said, the Nets were viewed as among one of, the teams that we thought it was just going to be a Lakers reunion. So what ended up happening was the Nets ultimately moved on. So we found out about this deal where the Nets offered a package of Westbrook 2 first-round picks in 27 and 29, and they were going to have to, and the Nets informed the Lakers in order to make an offer to get into the sweepstakes, they would have to require young players like Reeves and Christie's and pick swaps in addition to Westbrook and the 2 first-round picks. And the Nets chose to move on from that framework. Now, like I said, we know the Phoenix offer is Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, and 1 unspecified first-round pick. And it's believed that they offered at most potentially a second pick, but it would have been a pick swap. And sources have said that if they had offered 3 first-round picks to Chris Paul and Jay Crowder, the deal would have been done. But the Suns are expected to be incredibly active in the next few days, as Matt Ishbia is expected to be a resourceful, open-minded team owner. But in the end, the Mavericks stood firm with their level of players, 2 starting caliber role players who have the ability, like Spencer Dinwiddie, has the ability to be a number 1 or 2 on any given night. And you have a do-it-all defensive utility player, glue guy, and Finney-Smith, and a first-round pick. Now the Nets have 3 first-round picks to use for a trade. And rivals executives expect Brooklyn to convince the market to find more guys or get around Durant. So Irving is a Maverick, and it's going to be fun. But we're going to see how this works out because it's a fresh, clean slate. They'll be able to, I think Luka and Kyrie will get along. Mark Cuban would love Kyrie. But that's where I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Were you guys shocked by this? Or I thought Dallas. I just didn't expect it. I was thinking it was going to be either LA or the Suns. But this one came out, and good for the Mavs. And we know that it might be a rental, but if it is, hey, fuck it. I think it's still going to be, it'll still work out. And it's going to be a good season. So let me hear your guys' thoughts down below. If there was anything I might have missed, like, comment, and subscribe. But peace out.